I think you're absolutely right. This Black Friday really started September 30th. And if you want to go even further back, it started, in July with Amazon Prime Day. And according to an Oracle study, consumers have been preparing to the tune of 77% of the people that we interviewed for Black Friday for holiday shopping. They've been getting really organized. To Allison's point, they've been doing a lot of research, but there are deals to be had, mostly because a lot of these retailers have a lot of extra inventory. And that's the one thing that retailers don't want to go into the next year with tons of inventory. You remember that backlog that we had seen last year with all the supply chain glut, all those containers on the coasts of New Jersey and Long Island and Long Beach, excuse me, in California. All of that merchandise is now in the stores. And so consumers are seeing discounts, all the way up to 95%. Victor, I just saw an ad in my email. It was shocking, but actually makes complete sense. I think a lot of people, and obviously we heard Allison talk about the NRF number of around 166 million people going out and shopping. Now that's online and going to brick and mortar stores, but it's become a national pastime. But I have to say, I really think that we're going to start seeing a lot of the numbers online starting to overshadow what's happening offline. We were looking at another study from Data Catalyst Institute. A lot of the rural small businesses are extremely optimistic. These are the small businesses that have platforms, online platforms that utilize Amazon, Etsy, even Goldbelly to get their product out. And to just give you a fact, some of these rural small businesses are making gross sales revenue online from their web stores and third party marketplaces to the tune of almost $65,000. This is trumping all the brick and mortar sales and a lot of the wholesale sales as well. Inflation is certainly there, and I think there's a lot of FOMO that is attached to spending. And we were saying that this has become a national pastime. There was a happiness study that came out again through Oracle, and they were saying that 45% of people have not felt happiness in 2 years. So I think when you start incorporating that and you incorporate this national tradition of going out and shopping, people just want to stick together. They want to be with their families, they want to have fun. So when you incorporate that into shopping, and then you have this extended way of paying. A lot of these consumers, around 71% of them, are going into stores and getting this payment plan and utilizing that. Some 25% of them have just used that. So I think when it becomes very easy to spend money, people go ahead and do it. There's definitely a distinction between how we shopped prior to the pandemic and how we shop post pandemic. Now that things are so easy to get sent to our homes, I think people are just completely taking advantage of that. And that's a good thing. I always say, I'm also a professor at Parsons. I always say to my students, if I have to walk across the room and get my wallet, that cart is abandoned for me. I need to be on my sofa with my phone making that purchase, or it's not happening. And I think I'm not alone with that. People just want it very easy. They want it to shop in one click and they want it sent to their home directly within 24 to 48 hours.